All right, I have a few. Whoa, wow! I don't remember having that many.
Is this theories or did you rewrite the script? What's going on here?
I got a few theories. I guess I'll start because I have quite a few.
I'm not understanding. So is this hear me out?
Yeah, hear me out. Theories.
Ow pow! I saw you out powing me. What you out powing me for? Go for it. Shot a kid. All right. Forrest Gump before he was even thought of. I really, when I first started this film, was going with the Forrest Gump theme. And for the majority of the film, I was really like, you know what? It's like stupid is and stupid does. I love the fact that he's like, adults have become so dumb that it's one of those things where kids will always be able to get along before adults will, because the older you get, the more stupid things are thrown at you in life, and you forget that things are really simple in life. So that was one of the things for me that I really loved about that. This movie makes the mind laugh. This is not an LOL. LOL is non-existent in this film, and that's beautiful. I'm not saying there's not times where I did laugh. There's not times that I did not smile. I'm telling you, my mind had cramps from everything that was going on in a good way, because my mind was laughing, and that's what's missing with most films today with the writing. It's all slapstick or you know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, I just really appreciated this film for doing that.
Are you doing theories?
You have theories, yes.
But are you doing theories?
Yes.
Okay.
Are you interrupting me?
Yeah.
Oh, also, this actually, it's not a connection, but it made me think of one line from one of my favorite movies ever, and I'm going to see if you can guess it live in front of the audience right now. Tropic Thunder, what line am I talking about? And go, you got 10 seconds.
I can't.
Never go full retard. Because he wasn't.
Oh, yeah.
He was the greatest autistic savant I've ever seen in my life.
Oh,
or so we think.
He had Rain Man qualities for sure.
Stay the F out of my notebook, Durden. And I've got a few more, so you can go.
Another theory I have is that after his TV...
I'm sorry, this is Hear Me Out, right? Because we're not coming back to this, right?
No.
Great, thank
Hear
you.
Me Out. Theories.
I just want to make sure, because I didn't want to... I've done this before. Okay, 3, 2, 1, go.
All right. After he goes on TV, he's on the live television show like Murray. It was really telling to me when he's riding in the car after the appearance, and you can hear his television appearance on the TV in the car, and he like almost immediately changes the channel, which was a really cool piece of character development to let the audience know that Chance watches TV to escape his own reality. He has no desire to see himself on TV. That's not, he doesn't want to watch TV to experience his own life. He watches TV to get away from the experience of his own life.
I love that, and that's a little bit of foreshadowing where we'll go later, but I do like that here.
Before you go on to the next one, if you see at the top of the screen, I wasn't lying when you said Eve, the Garden of Eden. I don't think it's coincidence that the female interest in a film about a gardener is named Eve.
So in 3 seasons, I finally rubbed off on you to really get these connections, brother, in a different segment at that. I love that.
Yeah.
I really do love that. All right. Being There, or Being 3, or Human Being 3, or Human Being 3:16. For God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten son. Quote the verse, he literally walked on the water.
Okay, so your theory is that he is Jesus.
That's a mouthful. I'll get into that later. I have more.
Okay, I disagree with that, but
okay, you didn't hear me then. I'm sorry. Being There.
Oh no, I heard you.
Did you?
Being There,
or Being 3, or Human Being 3, Holy Trinity, or Human Being 3:16, John 3:16. For God so loved the world, he gave his only begotten son. Quote the verse, he literally walked on water. Quote the verse for me to remember to quote that in case people didn't know what I was doing there.
Yeah, no, the connection makes sense.
But
the
you don't believe me.
Sense.
You're trying to debunk my theory. Go ahead. Stop looking at my... Why are you in my notebook?
I have a theory on the Kingmaker as or the whole ending in general. I have a theory on it, but I kind of get into it during the Nick McLean. I will say about the Kingmaker, it is ironic that someone who refers to himself as the Kingmaker is buried in a tomb that's a pyramid with an all-seeing eye in it. That was...
I'll get to that.
And
I'll get to that.
I mean, in reality, he was a senator. He's an influencer in politics, so it kind of makes sense that he's a Freemason, and you see like the 6 people around the coffin.
Oh, I got you, Dave. Roll that beautiful bean footage from John Kerry. Oh, you know the part of Skull and Bones?
Don't tase me, bro. Don't tase me.
Oh, yeah. Don't tase me, bro. Don't tase me.
That was my first YouTube video ever. That is the greatest YouTube.
Actually, run this clip. me, future me, we got into the some theories about the ending. Nick McLean shared a theory about who's a camera operator on the film. If you're just watching this segment alone, he was he had a theory about the ending, and I shared my theory about what was happening in the ending, which Nick's theory is actually similar to yours.
So let me get this straight: the guy who actually filmed the film and the guy who knows film has been watching film since he's been born had the same theory. Mm-hmm. So it's a fact, Jack.
Yeah, I mean, sure. I have one more theory.
It's kind of a Jesus Christ moment. You mean the walk across the water? It's just, you know, he was, you know, he didn't realize it, but he was like, you know, JC or something. You know, he was like renowned or different than most people, obviously.
The way I picked up on it, I thought it was it was my favorite scene too, because in this movie of just like everything is played, you know, nothing punches up. There's no like ba-dum-dum. There's no like over the top moments, and then this moment happens at the very end that is over the top in its own right. And it seemed like it was taking you out of the realm of reality into the realm of metaphor. And the metaphor that I took from it was like, all throughout the movie, Chance has his remote in his hand, and it's almost like anytime something was happening that he didn't like or wanted to change, he was like pressing the button on the remote as if he was almost trying to change the channel. And everything was working out for him because he didn't know any better that it couldn't work out. He went up and talked to the president because nobody ever told him you can't just go up and talk to the president. Yeah. Nobody ever told him you can't walk on water. So he just moseyed across.
Mind over matter, baby.
And he's now he's put in the position to be in like a place of power now where he can literally press a button and make things happen in reality. I thought it was just a beautiful moment that said so much in just a simple.
You know, Jerzy Kosinski, the guy that wrote it, was with us on the movie, and for a couple of weeks he'd come and go, but you know, and he ended up killing himself. He was like, you know, he forget what happened exactly, but I guess I read most. I think he wrote 3 pretty good books. But Being There was one of them.
Mm-hmm.
It's
based off the novel that he.
It's an amazing story because it's so simple but so effective.
Yeah.
Now, I don't expect you to agree with this, being an atheist and all, but here are my Jesus theories as far as him being Jesus, since we just spoke on that. Now, if you notice at the beginning of the film, he says he's never left this house, meaning his kingdom. Except when he was, I'm almost there.
Oh, okay, yeah, I like where you're going with that.
Do you? Because I started to think you didn't know what I was
going.
No,
I mean, I still like my theory more, but
I always expect you to like your theory more. It's just wrong. Now, no one can find any records of him anywhere. Oh, you're leaning to my side a little bit more. That's but not okay. All right, okay. There's a flip side of that point. Now, he tends to the garden.
There is a flip side to that coin. People do find records of him. They know where he got his suits from. They found
those aren't his records. Those are somebody else's, his father's.
Okay.
Oh, now you're back on my side. Death doesn't bother him because he knows death isn't the end. When the guy dies at the beginning and the guy dies, he just takes it like nobody else does. But brother, hey, you better subscribe to this channel. You'll learn something. Almost everyone he meets and influences has faith in him. I trust Chance. Oh, Chance. Man, listen. Hey, this film.
Sound theory.
Thank you, brother. This film and it still is ahead of its time, which is a statement. But I want to state it after I said the Jesus thing. So yeah, that's it for me. Hear me out. Now, come on now, bro. You guys.
It was good.
Thank you.
The Jesus theory has a lot of connections that hold up for sure.
As they say in Spain, Jesus.
I just like to think of that moment as a surreal moment. It's not actually happening. And you saw in the clip, you'll see. My last theory is Stanley Kubrick. He did the 2001 A Space Odyssey. That theme, of course, plays when Chance comes out into the world for the first time. But the telling moment is it kind of lends to the theory that Stanley Kubrick shot the moon landing on a soundstage. When Chance sees himself on the TV for the first time in the electronics store windows, if you notice, there's like a film set on a moon surface in like the TVs are sitting on a set and there's a camera guy there, like or camera set up on a tripod looking. That set really doesn't make any sense for a entertainment store window that's selling TVs. Like, why are they going to have a moon landing set and the TVs propped up on that? It seemed like it was kind of like a nod and a wink with Stanley Kubrick's Space Odyssey theme playing, the film set of the moon being where the TVs are on, and Chance seeing himself on television for the first time. It just seemed like maybe they were just like aware of that theory that Kubrick directed the moon landing on a sound stage.
I took it differently. I took it as the moon landing really didn't happen. It's not real, and neither is Chance.
Woo woo.
Oh, whoa, boy. Kitty litter on the ground.
Make them mad.
All right.
Moon landing did happen.
Yeah, okay.
Racism
is over.
There was no inside attack on
the grassy knoll
or 9/11.
Now you're
Black Wall Street is fiction.
Tulsa. Keep going.
Yep. Nope.
All right.